Hello, my name is Nguyễn. I am studying tourism at Hanoi University of Culture. I'm here today with Speak Up Competition 2020, not just to talk with you about an ignored problem, gender equality, but also to share with you what it's like from my point of view. Therefore, hopefully, it will encourage someone to step out and fight with us on this unsolved problem of the world. Growing up as a girl in a small city, with not very high life standard, I am no stranger to a statement of being treated unequally because of my gender. There is an annual meeting in my hometown, usually held in honor of the anniversaries of my great-grandparents. All my relatives will show up there, and women like my grandmother, my mom, my aunt, my cousin have to be in the kitchen trying to make a huge feast while the men sit by the table doing whatever they want and waiting for the food. When the feast is over, every single female relative of mine have to stay up to clean everything, while the male one go back to their seat. Whenever a male cousin or relative want to help with the errand, somebody will say things like, "Hey, go out and let the girls do their responsibilities." While doing housework, I hear quite often about conversation like how wasteful it is to spend money on university education for girls because girls don't need degrees. They will grow up and fly away like birds because girls just need a good husband and some children. This story of mine is so common that I believe all of you have experienced it at least once in your life. There is 1,000 reasons why I don't like meetings like one I mentioned above. Not because I hate washing dishes or I can't handle a 20-dish feast or I just can't shake off all those impolite sayings. I hate it because everybody's action, behavior, talk imply that women are nothing more than just wallet giving birth machines. It's not right, it's not fair. Because women are also human and our lives are so much more than that. Women and girls represent half of the world population and therefore half of its potential. Being a female doesn't mean being less sharp, less intelligent, or less bright. It means that the world gives us the same rights and opportunities. We can be just as powerful as the other half of the world. But the world never gives away things for free. Women have been facing sex trafficking, wartime sexual violence, femicide, and both direct and indirect discrimination because of gender stereotyping for decades. Being feminine or girl-like is seen as a weakness. Can do men's job, can talk about politics, can play sport. Even practicing karate in self-defense is considered too manly for girls to do. In subjects at school like math, physics, chemistry, biology, or physical education, girls are assumed to not perform as good as boys, and teachers mostly rely on the male student. Female students have to work harder to prove themselves to have a chance. It's very stressful to know that if I don't look good enough or fit the beauty standard, I may never get help from people around me or get hired for a job that I'm totally qualified. And one of the most annoying things that ever happened to women is being catcalled on street by men. They will stop and call by inappropriate names, have to hear rude comments about their appearance, and if they respond to it negatively, the men will start to insult them with strong language. If they ignore them, the men will keep doing it. Now, society expects women to have kids. If they don't want to, they will get gossip for the rest of their life. But if they get pregnant, no company will hire them to work because they have to choose between family and career. Women used to have to resign to injustice, to have to accept the fact that they have no rights to make any decision in their own life. They never give up on fighting against all of that. Nowadays, there are less arranged marriage. More laws have been enacted to protect women victims from sexual harassment, rape, and they are the wonderful feminists who are men and women that campaign for women's rights. In the past, women don't play any important roles in society, but now you see them participating in politics, leading a group, a company, a country, and holding important position in economy, which never happened before in the history. But it happens now because the women stand up and fight for it. Even though there's still a very long way until we achieve full success in gender equality, I still want to praise those bold and brave women warriors. They have inspired a lot of girls and women out there who is dealing with sexism every day to speak up against what has been chaining them up for centuries. I know that gender equality is such a complicated topic to talk about. I was so nervous I may say something wrong or get you misunderstood, but we can never solve a problem by ignoring it. All those movements, all those positivities is the result of years of fighting, and by that I want all of you to acknowledge the seriousness of sexism and take action because the revolution doesn't run itself, it needs us in charge. Thank you for listening. I wish you a good day.